Hello and welcome to X and Y Gaming Casually Competitive. And in today's video, I'm going to be mansplaining why Yu-Gi-Oh! Dueling isn't like in the anime. And if you might notice, this is kind of like X and Y guy in a car. I am a guy and this is my car. And my bed's gone. A lot of my stuff is gone. And I wasn't robbed. I'm currently one step less removed from being totally homeless. But I'm still technically homeless. So anyway, Yu-Gi-Oh! Dueling, the 3D models of monsters. So here's the thing, it's never going to happen. It's quite literally never ever going to happen. And I cannot stress that enough. It's not going to happen. But why isn't it going to happen? It's so easy. All you need to do is make certain 3D models, and that's it, right? No, it's not. Because you have to take into consideration how big do you want the models to be? Do you want the models to just look like cel-shaded CGI representations of the anime? Do you want them to look hyper-realistic? Like, are we talking about a Blue Eyes White Dragon model that somehow looks good from all angles, but looks like the anime? Or do you want it to look like a realistic dragon with scales and little bit of drool coming out of its mouth? Like how real are we going to make it? And I've had someone go, oh, you're overthinking it. I don't want my Dark Magician girl to come out and have a conversation with me. And it's like, okay, that's fair. I'm not saying that that's what people are wanting. That's something completely different altogether, I'm thinking. That's a sex thing. Anyway, so you're talking about having to make a proper, seemingly realistic 3D model of every single monster, of which there's like 10,000 unique ones. And then even for like, oh, well, there's multiple versions of the same card. Like, there's so many different versions of Dark Magician. It's like, yeah, okay, well then, so if you model one that looks like the Legend of Blue Eyes Magician, and that's the only one you make, and someone's like, oh yeah, I got my red armored evil Dark Magician over here, and I throw him down on the thing, or whatever it is, a table, a tablet on your arm, whatever, and it comes out the Legend of Blue Eyes artwork. It's like, oh, that's very disappointing. So you have to make artwork, you have to make a 3D rendering model, a render of every single monster, and then you have to animate them, not just standing there, or sitting there if they're in defense position, like kneeling down, like, oh, you know, whatever it is. Then you have to do their clothes. It's not just the model, it's how the clothes interact with, like, in the wind, or from the wind that would be generated from an attack. You have to animate them, each of their attacks. Either they all get one attack, right? Because they're not Pokemon, they don't have multiple attacks, generally speaking. So they have to be animated in an attack, and then they all have to be animated interacting with the attacks of other animals and monsters, and so like a Dark Magician would have to be programmed with how to be interacted with the attack of, say, a Celtic Guardian, or the attack of a Blue Eyes, or the attack of a Summoned Skull. Like, these are all the things that would have to be animated, and it's not just the monsters, okay? It's the general, like, if you activate a ritual spell, you're gonna have to animate all the stuff that goes into making the ritual monster. There's absolutely way too much going on that you would have to animate. And then you have to figure out, how do we get the cards to read? Maybe it's a camera overhead. How is that gonna fit to having it conveniently on your wrist? It's not. Like, and then what about what you're playing it on? Like, oh my gosh. And then the fact that a good majority of people who bring in views for Yu-Gi-Oh! Related content don't even play the game. And then, or the ones that do play the game, play the free versions, like free-to-play Master Duel, or Edo Pro now, not Yu-Gi-Oh! Pro, Edo Pro, or Yu-Gi-Oh! Omega, whatever. Edo Pro's a lot easier, and doesn't take forever to load. That's it. That there's so much going on that people don't even play, or they don't even want to spend the money on it. How are they going to spend money for the machines that go into making the things real? And then you go into the fact that the Yu-Gi-Oh, the people who even play the game of Yu-Gi-Oh are absolutely dwarfed by the audience, or the people who play Minecraft in the audience for that. And you're saying, "Oh, it's time to make a fully realized 3D dueling platform," and it's not. It's just not. It's not realistically feasible. There's nowhere near enough people that care about Yu-Gi-Oh to make this sort of thing a reality. And the ones who are trying are the only ones I see are like, oh, here's a static 3D image of a Blue Eyes that's hovering over a card, and a static 3D image of an Egyptian god. That anyone who wants to actually see their cards come to life and play an actual game of Yu-Gi-Oh are probably not going to put Egyptian god cards in their deck. Just saying. Like, oh, I'm so sorry to be so cynical and such a stick up my ass, but I'm telling you, it's not gonna happen, and it's not. I'm sorry, and that's the cold hard truth about real 3D imaging of Yu-Gi-Oh monsters. It's just not happening. You can keep dreaming though. Hey, we can all dream, and I don't know. I don't know what else to say about this. I just think that anyone who says, "Oh, it's super easy," clearly don't know what they're talking about. I don't even know what I'm talking about, and I can tell you that it's even harder than what I'm making it out to be. All the things like the specific attack animations and how they would interact with every single other monster, not just to mention the placement. So if it was like, oh, this monster attacks that monster, and you're only animated the attack to go directly ahead of you, and you're on the far left space, and your opponent's monster is on their far left space. It's like, there's too much. There's way too much to go on. It's not going to happen, and I'm sorry to screw your dreams over, but I think reality is important. So there you go. That's it. That's all I got. Then I really hope you got something out of this. I hope someone understands, and that I'm just trying to come from a place of realisticness here. That it's not gonna happen. I'm sorry, but hey, thanks for watching. I'm gonna stop rambling and waffling and being a fucking retard. So thank you for watching, and God bless. Have a good day.